internet. I don't know if you can hear the bell in the background. I'm sitting in the parking lot, Concordia Theological Seminary in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And something in the news I want to chat about for just a second. And the risk, of course, is that, look at, he's a pastor. He shouldn't talk about the world. He should only talk about theology. But the Bible is pretty clear that we are to owe nothing anyone except for the debt of love that we owe everyone in Christ. And so the idea of paying your debts is a biblical idea, the idea of duty, the idea of not stealing, right? So here's the thing, student loans, yeah? Big deal with the Democratic debate last night. We're going to pay off everyone's student loans. You know how much money that is? That's a lot of money. Or if they don't pay them off, they just cut them off. You know what that's going to do to the college bubble, which I am waiting for it to pop. I think it's going to pop at some point, but that'll pop it. That'll pop it. The answer to student loans, I don't think, is to pretend that money doesn't exist, or to tax the people who paid off the student loans themselves by doing the hard work. So here's the thing. Look, there's two ways to deal with student loans, and the two different ways are: do you have them or do you not have them? And if you have them, by and large, it's pretty simple. You need to prioritize paying it off over things like having the stuff that you want. Now, I know there are exceptions. There are those of you out there who have really had a number done on you by what you were told you'd be able to do with that degree compared to what you're actually able to do with that degree. Totally get it. I was in the same boat. Yeah, kind of still am in some ways. It's not like this thing brings cash in. So I get it. I'm driving a Prius, a Prius C. It's not a good Prius. So I get it. You don't get the life that you want. And maybe you're having trouble finding any work at all, but maybe you're assuming that you should get a certain kind of work rather than doing what you need to do to take care of what you have promised to do to the world, which is to pay this loan off. And if you don't pay that loan off, you're right, that thing's a burden. The percentage of interest that's going to gain over the course of your lifetime will be way more than possibly what the degree is worth if you don't just get it paid off. And you pay off the minimum, it's not going to help you out. That's how compounding interest and finances work. So you just got to prioritize it. You got to put it over the new car. You got to put it over eating out. You got to put it over the vacation. I know that's not how you grew up, and I know that's not what you wanted in life, and I know that's not the dream we were sold. But it's the way to deal with your student loans. Just get it done. Or you can vote for people who don't believe money really exists, who'll print a whole bunch or do something. And then the thing is, everyone's going to be in debt at that point. The way that works is all financial industry falls apart. Because once the money's just paper, the money's just paper. And now we have to, I got some Bitcoin, so I guess go ahead, do that. We'll see what happens to the Bitcoin. So you got that. And here's the other one, though. Here's the other one. And I'm not joking on this. This is the one they should be telling us from the start, because honestly, the whole thing's been a scam. Student loans have been a scam for a long time. Government scam. They put you in debt to the government itself, which is what you are. Don't take out a student loan. I know it's crazy talk. It's absolutely crazy talk. Oh my goodness, he's off the deep end. He's a radical. Don't take out a student loan. You can't afford to go to that college? Don't go to that college. I mean, the only potential maybe exception to this would be like law school, medical school. That's mostly it. Yeah, mostly it. I know it's backwards. You're like, how am I going to do it? I don't know how you're going to do it. I don't know how I would do it. I might have to make some different decisions about what I can and cannot do. But if there's anything I've learned in my time after graduating with debt, which I did, and paying it off, which I did, if there's anything I've learned in that time, it is that being in debt is one of the most foolish things you can do if you want to be financially stable and secure. Top to bottom, from buying a home to buying a car, and I am in debt for the car. 0% interest, though. That was a deal. But, top to bottom, being in debt is one of the most foolish things you can do. It's not that it's a sin. I don't care. Go do it. But it is a way to hamstring yourself. And so if there is, not if there is a way for you to find the education you desire without going into debt to do it. It just takes thinking outside the box, not assuming it's going to be handed to you on a platter, not buying whatever the first person to try to sell you something sells you, because the guy selling it to you is taking a cut. You got to know that. He's taking a cut. Not buying what they sell you. And then, being willing to break the mold, if that's what it takes. You live in an age right now, if you haven't got to college yet, or you're going to college soon, you live in an age right now, probably the first in all human civilization, where you can make more money right now by being creative on the internet than anybody in your age bracket, your demographic has ever had the opportunity to do. And I'm not talking about being creative, like just do a YouTube video. I'm talking about like figuring out how to leverage the internet to work for you. And you have the creativity to do it because you haven't had it trained out of you by going to college and getting taught to obey and go work in a machinery factory or whatever, right? A cube farm. Think twice. That's how you deal with student loans. Think twice. If you already got it, stop telling people to get more. That'd be another way to deal with it. There's lots of ways to deal with it. In terms of, I'm not going to get into what could the government do. I want the government to do less. Step back, get away, stop giving them. Jeez. Oh, wait, then the bubble would pop. Yeah, it would. It would. But that should tell us something. When the cost of education that isn't most of the time actually education is so much, who's winning again? Is it the banks? Is it the banks? Yeah, it's the guys with the money. It takes money to make money. I don't hate your bankers. We need you too. But the answer is not to pretend money doesn't exist. The answer is to start understanding how debt works and, not being a fool. Pay your debts. Owe no one anything except the debt of love. Hope this helps. Rock on.